It was so wonderful that Pastor Bob hosted his wholesome trunk or treating at the church tonight. We may have to home church from now on. Since I wore my naughty witch costume, now you can eat your one piece of candy. Children, stop jumping around. How many pieces did you have? Don't make me get out the plumbing pipe. Time to crawl under your homeschooling desk, my sweet obedient little loves. Because it's time for your favorite bedtime story, The 7 Adoption Menopause Dwarves. You know why this is Mommy's favorite bedtime story? Because it's taken me years to learn to speak my mind and be assertive. That's right. I have no patience for bull anymore. I can't plaster on that pleasant face everyone in church loves when all of you are annoying the heck out of me. You know that you are all better off with me as God ordained it. I make myself very clear about what I tolerate, don't I, my love bunnies? Yes, I do. Now are you ready? This is the tale of Snow Harriet and the 7 Adoption Menopause Dwarves. Once upon a time on a great big farm, Snow Harriet grew up happy and contented, in spite of the infertility that was the work of Satan who had invaded her sweet barren womb. Snow Harriet said, "Begone, Satan, because you know I am so pretty, smart and worthy of the love of sweet babies. Away with you. The magic adoption agency has more power than you. They don't break their promises. They brought me 20 babies already. And they promise me every time I send them money that another sweet little baby will come to me." Every morning, Snow Harriet got up and went to the churchyard wall, next to her Ethiopia map that says I helped rescue an orphan. You can, too. Was her magic mirror. She gazed at it with love. Agency on the web, who is the worthiest in adoption land? She said. You are, Your Majesty, came the reply, until one day the magic mirror said, the curse of the menopause is upon you. You are standing on a banana peel 6 feet under with 20 kids already. Adoption land says no more. Snow Harriet was furious and wild with jealousy. She began plotting to get another child. Calling one of her trusty social workers, she bribed him with a rich reward, to take any baby far away from the orphanage of no hope. But, alas, no country would approve them. Snow Harriet was left to cry and surf photo listings, and share her terrible yearnings with her wed friends every night. One day, Snow Harriet was so upset she put on her "Am I showing? The answer is on my face, not my belly" t-shirt, and went out to the forest to take a walk to soothe her nerves. She heard strange sounds and rustlings that made her heart thump. At last, she fell asleep curled under a tree. As the sun rose, Snow Harriet woke up, and realized she was having one of those senior moments. She walked till she found a cottage, with a tiny door and tiny windows. "Hello," she called out, but nobody was there. "I wonder who lives here." Upstairs she found a bedroom with 7 neat little beds. Each one had a nameplate at the end. Snow White read them all and cried out in happiness. She was in the home of the 7 Adoption Menopause Dwarves. Everyone in adoption land knew of their magical powers. Of course they would be so happy to help her get another baby. First there was Sneaky. Sneaky would convince a new social worker to approve Snow Harriet's home study. He would also be available to help on trips with handing out those crisp $100 bills as thank yous to the fabulous in-country facilitators. Then there was Hot Flashy. He was always full of energy when Snow Harriet would be pooped by noon. Hot Flashy knew exactly what magic pills to give when the stress of raising 20 kids was just too much. Next came Fatty. He was just as kind as Hot Flashy. He would supervise happily from his big comfy couch as all the children would do all the household cleaning. He would eat up the rest of the food on the kiddos' plates when the mommies withheld food from them as punishment. He was famous for his extra white dossier to china cakes too. After that was Bloaty. Sweet Bloaty was there to remind Snow Harriet that adoption is just like pregnancy. Bloaty even made the mommies of adoption land a special shirt that said, "Motherhood no stretch marks required." He especially made them all feel holy and whole and full of oh my, that is for adults' ears only. Then there was dear little Cranky. Everybody knew that he could be very very cranky, especially when he would be with Hot Flashy. He must have learned all those naughty words from the other bad mommies. They were banished from adoption land when they spoke up about falsified paperwork and bogus DNA testing. Cranky was the best at making whipping switches too. Let's move on to Gimme. Just so loving and kind. He understood that I mean Snow Harriet needs more kiddos to fill her lonely heart with love. Last but not least was Forgetful. He was really good at oh, I know. Forgetful was really good at forgetting where all the money went, because it sure didn't go where it was supposed to. Oh Forgetful, you are a wicked little thing. And that is the end of chapter 1. Now, children, it's time for bed. Mommy will read you more tomorrow as long as you shut up, say your prayers and leave me to my gallon of ice cream. Mama needs to cool off from those hot flashes, and check in with her online friends who are so supportive and who know all the best agencies that look the other way for families like ours. Sweet dreams.